So I get asked all the time, what car do I drive? Well, this is it. It's an F39 X2, and we're going to be doing a full service using genuine parts. Now, I've already been around the car and done my interior and exterior checks. So let's get it up in the air and get the oil drained out of it. Now we've got the vehicle in the air and the under trays off. Get a 17mm on the sun plug and just back the sun plug out. While we're waiting for the oil to drain into the receptacle, we're going to go around all the suspension, steering components, all the bushes, gaiters and stuff like that. Make our way around to the back and do the same again to each four corners of the vehicle, working our way back down, checking the condition of the exhaust system as well. Now while the vehicle's in the air, we're going to be replacing the fuel filter, and it's just located underneath this trim here. There's a bit of a nightmare to take off because about a billion gazillion screws on it. And there you go, that is the brand new fuel filter changed. I have dated it and I have signed it as well. Let's get the covers back on. Now I know this is my car and I've got more time in doing it because I'm doing it out of hours, but it's just a little I'd do this to all cars if I could, you know, like clean under the side skirts, you know, where people don't really clean. I just, the attention to detail, I just, love it. Now let's get the oil filter back in, a little bit of red rubber grease around the O-ring, and we'll get it put in at 25 Newton meters. And we have also put a brand new copper washing on it. Now we've got the vehicle back down to working out, let's get some lubrication in it. Now I know I'm doing it a little bit different to what I normally do in the week because I'm working at my own leisure. Grab the wheels now, we're going to give it a shake side to side, up and down, give it a little spin, and what we're checking for is any play in any of the steering or suspension components. Now that we've got the wheel off, we can have a further inspection of all the suspension steering components, including all the flexible brake hoses, the ABS wires and the brake pad wear sensors. Now these brakes are in perfect condition, but before we put the wheel back on, we are going to get the Car and Catcher 2000, give them hub flanges a little bit of a clean, along with the inside of the rim. And I will be repeating the process on that wheel, and also that wheel. Now we're back underneath the bonnet, the engine oil level is spot on, screen wash is done, brake fluids checked, coolant's checked. We're going to put an air filter in it now. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Baz, why didn't you put MANN filters in it? I could have, but it hasn't got that on it. BMW, OEM all the way. Now, to make it look brand new. Well, that looks a little bit better. Now let's get in the car and change a pollen filter. Now, for anybody that is doing these pollen filters on these X2s, it is the driver's side, behind a little panel, and there is two of them. One drops down, and then you have to just lift it up to remove it. Now all we need to do is just reset the oil on the oil tail and the vehicle check. I know the brake fluid is due, but I'm going to do that when it is actually due. And there we go, everything is now looking like brand new. And there you have it, that is a full service of my own vehicle. All I've got to do now, tighten them wheels up, get them torqued up to spec. There's no test driving involved because I am going home. Anyway, let's get it sent.